Hi, I'm Ken Jr. and welcome to Train World TV. Here you'll find the latest and greatest in model trains. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new to our channel, we're glad you're here, and I invite you to click the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you'll never miss a video. Now, we'd also love to send you exclusive deals and special announcements that you won't find anywhere else. So be sure to sign up for our emails, TW Text, and stay connected with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget, you can shop online at trainworld.com for all your model train needs. Now, without further ado, enjoy today's video. All right, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Train World TV. We have another Halloween special, and today we have Tony Cook from Model Railroad News, Model Train Resource, HO Collector, a lot of acronyms. I can't keep up with you, Tony.
You go to shop.whiteriverproductions.com and see all that Model Railroad News, Diesel Era, HO Collector Annual, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And Halloween, I see you're dressed Harry Potter. I got it immediately. And then you ask, I've been too busy running trains. I got so many trains coming in. I just got all the beer cars from Atlas and HO that I got my 6-pack of those from you. And so
is Bandit dressed up?
No, he's actually napping. He's right over here just being the usual
Happy
puppy
Halloween,
dog. Yeah, so.
Well, I think Halloween we may have to what do you think, Toto, or what is he going to be?
I don't know. I see a lot of people do some really killer stuff with dog costumes. So
he could be Thomas.
I don't know. He could be Thomas, which I feel like we're preempting regular programming that this is Thomas Tuesday, but I guess this is a special edition Halloween
edition, and we have a lot to cover, and today is all scales. We're going to cover G scale, O scale, HO, N scale. Now I know like Lionel's kind of like the big O scale Halloween company, but there's a lot of companies and a lot of scales out there that are kind of dipping their toe into Halloween, and a lot of model railroaders out there have a lot of like fall decor, fall items. And a lot of companies out there make some accessories that really are cool, unique, different. And it's a great way to get that layout out early before ahead of Christmas time and kind of get that fall season going for Thanksgiving as well. You could keep it up for. So lots of great stuff going on.
And boy, collector wise, as we've talked about this the last couple of years, that Halloween is just exploding. I mean, there's always been holiday Christmas special products, but Halloween is just suddenly really rolling.
Yep, 100%. And we might as well talk about let's go here. When you're talking about collector's items, we could talk about G scale. This is the first year LGB had a Halloween train. Let me scroll down here. This is the Halloween car for 2024. So this is a first, Tony.
Wow. So, and that it looks like it's the same little car it's G scale, but I mean small passenger car that they do for the Christmas car, which is big. So collector alert, if you want to get in on this is the first year for this.
So this is the first year for G scale, and again, like Tony was saying, this is kind of like that passenger car behind the Steins that they pull for the Christmas car. They do one car every single year. And for Christmas, like every year, the collectors have to grab the LGB Christmas car. So this is the first year that they're doing it with a Halloween car. I'm not sure, like years, decades ago, I don't know if they've ever done a Halloween car. We're gonna have to ask Gail on that.
Yeah.
But this is the first I've seen it recently. Really unique, different. And again, it's a first for G Scale this year for LGB.
Very cool.
That's something new. And we'll start off with the other companies, but also MTH G Scale. We just got these in. This is a hot new arrival. This is an exclusive for Train World. This is G Scale as well. Happy Halloween diesel locomotive. We kind of did this because we haven't seen a ton of Halloween locomotives.
Right.
We thought this was really cool, unique, different. We worked well on the graphics with MTH and one of our guys here. We wanted to make it really kind of Halloween looking. And we thought with the Frankenstein and Happy Halloween, it kind of looks mean and scary.
And I remember you talking about that. Yeah, that we've had more and more rolling stock, but haven't had a locomotive yet. And so when you asked me to pose for the Frankenstein to model that, I said, sure. Yeah. That'd be great.
We need the bolts coming out of your head, Tony.
I just hook those up to the track and then run
AC and DC. That's right. When people ask for a transformer, we'll recommend you.
There you go. Just clip. Man, that is really nice looking, and that's a G Scale F3, of course, with sound and all the stuff. And wow, very cool.
So this made it just in time for Halloween. We still have a limited quantity left, so make sure you grab them. So only 13 left after the amount we had on order, so it's pretty low. So make sure you get your order in on that. And also Bachmann does have this cute little egg liner for G Scale. And the egg liners are motorized. This is kind of unique, different as well. It says Happy Halloween. I think they got Ghost on top as well.
Those are fun. That's a fun. They're lighted, as you say. They're motorized. The Bachmann's done some fun things with those recently.
Yeah, they got LED headlights, marker lights, so really neat. And you got the Ghost up top, and the egg liners are just like a cute, really neat, whimsical. If you got kids or everybody, I guess trick or treating, and they see a little setup like that, they're really gonna go crazy for it. So really unique, different. Bachmann did a great job with that. And Piko has a ton of G Scale items. They've really have adapted from Christmas and kind of also correlated that into Halloween now. And they're doing really a ton of great items as well. This year they have this new nice little Happy Halloween mogul, steam mogul, to kind of go with all the cars that they made. And they actually shared a really neat video for us. So let's share and tune in, see what Jonathan has to say, and hopefully the sound works. If the sound doesn't work, just let me know and we'll restart it.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Metter, and we're here in Piko America Service Department with our Halloween Spooktacular. You may be lucky enough to own some of our previous Halloween hopper cars. There was a whole series of them. They're hard to find now. We sold out of them long ago here, but you may still find them at your favorite retailer. And we have made also a couple of Halloween ore cars, and those are great add-ons to the Halloween hauler. That's hard to say. Halloween hauler starter set. And that's a great starter set that comes with a circle of the best brass track on the market, plus our RC control system for control of the track power, and nice 25-ton diesel with 2 Halloween decorated ore cars. And you do have to provide your own candy, but that's a great way to get into the whole Halloween train craze. And it's a great way to distribute candy, whether on your front porch or maybe at the office. Put those things out on display, and you'll be the most popular one there, I'm sure. It's a great running set. Sure to bring hours of fun. And a perfect finish to any Halloween train is our Halloween work caboose. It's got a nice tool area on the front where you can actually load up some candy. And the graphics, like all of our Halloween cars, are completely original, created by our very talented graphics staff, and they are spectacular. And I think you'll really enjoy them. They add a lot to the car. There's nothing else like them available. So that's a great end to your Halloween train. You can stack up as many cars you want as ahead of it, but that one goes on the end. And this is an item that just arrived in time for the Halloween season, our brand new Halloween Mini Mogul. And again, that's got spectacular artwork created by our graphics team. And it's a beauty to look at. And it's a great runner with lots of features. It's got our great working 5-volt smoke unit. It's got our economical analog steam sound, which puts out the sound volume and will really amaze and amuse your neighbors. And it's ready to run and bring lots of joy to your friends and family this Halloween season. We always like to finish every episode with a run by. So here's our new Halloween Mini Mogul pulling some ore cars and the work caboose all filled with candy to bring joy to friends and family. And we wish you a happy Halloween.
Very neat. And that's awesome. That's what's great about G Scale, that they get into the hobby and kind of you could put the treats inside the hoppers. How neat is that?
Well, and as he said, you know, this is indoor-outdoor stuff, so that little diesel locomotive and the ore cars on a circular track, and yeah, you can have the candy there and sit out on the front porch and have it come around for the kids. I love the graphics. Everybody's graphics have just gotten spectacular lately, but yeah, some of the stuff Piko does is so eye-catching. It's really nicely done.
And the work caboose, it looks like he had some candy in the work caboose, which was pretty neat as well. Very cool. So Piko does a great job. They have a ton of Halloween products. So even if you're not into G Scale, if you want to just set up a little track in front of your doorway or on your stoop, and you could run, you know, a little engine and kind of pull some cars, hoppers, and have the candy. I mean, it's a great way to promote the hobby, get people into the hobby. Yeah. And I got two of these here. Let me go to a little bit bigger screen, but here are some of these Piko G Scale ore cars, and really neat. They have awesome graphics on the side. And now also on some of the Piko cars, some of them are actually illuminated where they kind of glow in the dark, which is neat. And Lionel has been doing something similar as well. So really cool. This is the Halloween hauler ore cars. And this is just perfect for putting any candy. And quite honestly, Tony, if you think about it, if you don't want to buy a whole G Scale layout, instead of getting the bowl, you just put a little track.
Exactly. Yeah.
And a hopper or car, and you just
and it's just a fun thing. A neat thing to have. But no, that's awesome for whether it's on the front porch or if you got a backyard railroad and have people coming over for lots of times, you know, people get the whole neighborhood over for a Halloween event. That's fun stuff. Yeah, really amazing amount of stuff in G Scale for the Halloween.
Yeah. Is there one item in G Scale you like the most, or?
I like the little 2-bay hoppers, the slightly bigger. You were talking about using one as a candy bowl. Yeah, those you've got on sale. I think those are really awesome because that's a big. You put a lot in those, and those really look awesome. I think they sent me one of those when they were new a year or so back, and boy, they're fun looking cars.
Yeah, and Monster Mayhem, really cute. Watch your step. So they really do some neat things. And this one, model includes glow in the dark highlights. So really cool. Some of them glow in the dark. Piko does a great job with that for sure. All right. So you want to go in size order or skip to HO, N scale, or
I mean, O's going to be huge, so
no.
yeah, we can go in size order, and
Okay.
yeah.
Where do we start in O scale? So,
Oh, I mean, I know what is it, Megan? There's some of the folks at Lionel Halloween. I know is fun time for them, and
Yep.
boy, you can see it in the product line. There's so many neat things.
Yeah, they make a ton of product, and quite honestly, they really do a great job promoting Halloween and getting Halloween kind of a big theme into trains. And now even Atlas, I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah.
Atlas just announced their Monsterville trolley on I think their recent show, but and their recent packet. So this was pretty cool too. Even Atlas O scale is getting into the game on the Halloween stuff.
That's very cool. And a lot of these, you got a layout set up. I see people that keep Christmas cars out year round, and you do the same for Halloween, where that's like mixed in a train, or you have that train comes out while you're operating, and here comes the holiday train. So these kind of things are not just a once a year thing for a lot of folks. It's fun to have that around all the time.
Yeah. Lionel, they have tons of trains out there. I'm going to show this is the Doodle Bug.
I love that. Yes.
This on display. And
Yeah.
Lionel did such a great job with this, the orange and black striping.
It really works. Yeah. I was going to say, out of all the Lionel O stuff, that's when it catches my attention. And that's available in regular road names too. But boy, this Halloween one, and it's really nicely priced. It's powered because it's a motor car. Yeah, it just seems to work. That somehow, I don't know, that Doodle Bug does seem like a Halloweenish thing, and I don't know what I mean by that, but it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's kind of like a coffin.
Yeah, there's just something. It's like it's this little spooky motor car. I love the orange and black stripes. Of course, it's got sound, it's got interior illumination, it's got smoke. But yeah, this is a really fun release.
That's right. Lionel, we went over last week, but a ton of items, and they make high-end stuff now too. Like we were talking about the triplex. They came out with the triplex, and that was one of the better sellers in the triplex run. So they're making a mix of everything, and they got really cute stuff. This is actually Williams, which is owned by Bachmann. They actually have an egg liner as well in O scale.
Oh, what a great package. Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Really cool. And again, if you're looking to do something small, a lot of these small motorized units are great just to put around the track and let them run for Halloween. If you don't have a big layout and you just want to set up something quick outside, O scale or G scale, could set up for a day or two, and just have the trick-or-treaters look at this going around. And I could see people kind of put the maybe like a white table or something that looks kind of spooky. Really neat.
And I saw the one crossing gate, and I think it's Lionel.
Yeah.
And that's a real crossing gate.
Yes. You probably know the history on it.
Well, I don't know a lot about it, but when there it is. Yeah. This one, I've seen pictures of the real deal. Because looking at that, you're thinking that's got to be something silly from like a cartoon or a movie. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
And yet that is, if you look, that is a real, and I think it even had the skull and crossbones thing. But what a wild prototype that Lionel made into a no scale thing. But that's most definitely, and that's a year round thing. I mean, obviously it's got some Halloween feel to it, but yeah, that was a real deal someplace. I can't remember where it was, but
yeah,
wow.
They showed this in Amherst and people went crazy over it. It was it's just like one of those showstoppers. It's funny, but it was really actual prototypical.
Yeah. Like I say, it is kind of a wild thing. So yeah, don't miss that if you're not aware of it. That's a fun piece to have.
Oh, that's cute. Eerie. And now they're doing like a purple, and these passenger cars are actually illuminated as well. So tons of stuff. And then this is the triplex. And they made this Halloween, and this did very well for Lionel. It just looks mean. And so if you're into the high-end trains, they got something for you as well. They came out with the F-19 as well. We're getting them in hopefully next month, but it just this bat on
the bat up there. Yeah, I like that. And again, these are those things, those high-end pieces like this, and then with the holiday thing, like double whammy collectible stuff. These are those things you see later and think, man, when was that ever made? How did I didn't know about that. So yeah, that's very cool.
Now, Tony, talking about history, do you know there's a place, I don't know which state, maybe Carolinas, but they call it the Ghost Train?
I've heard that, yeah. And I forget who operates that.
They have this giant skull in the front of the train. I'm just waiting for someone to do that in
to do that, yeah.
But I thought it was so unique, and they actually have this as an actual real train ride, and they do like all festivities for the kids, and I'm like, why can't they have that in our town? Tons of neat stuff. But MTH also, they make a ton of Halloween stuff, and each year it goes out really quick. And they do a lot of lighted stuff as well. All these kind of have lights around the boxcars, and it's a 4-pack. This year they got Frankenstein, a werewolf, a skull, and I don't know what you would call that lady.
I can't decide if that's a witch or what is it, where the fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
I would say that. Palm reader, something to that, yeah.
So that's brand new. That just came in. And a lot of the MTH items that just came in, we've actually been selling out very quickly. So we've had to make a bunch of the items non-active. A lot of these cars, some had the pumpkins, some had the ghosts. This one's only one left. So these been going out really quickly. And this one's really funny.
I see it has flickering, that the ghosts, that would be really cool.
Yes, the ghost trap, like the Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
So this was really neat. And MTH is actually sold out. And I think we're almost sold out on the second number. This one, we still have a couple left. So make sure you grab them while you can. Really cool, unique items. And even the diesels, some of these have the charging lights with the Halloween colors. So really neat. And
there's the Atlas. And I think these are in multiple scales, if I remember right.
Yes. So they're doing O, HO, and N scale. And this one, I'm not sure. They may have lights on this one. Light up. Wow. So this is going to have the lights as well, like MTH does. So really cool, unique car. And Atlas has been doing some more of the festivities, and now they're kind of like doing the paint scheme in all different scales. So everybody has kind of like a scale to go to.
Which is nice. It's fun. Yeah, especially because, I love collecting my HO, and I always feel like the bigger scales and the N scale, they get all these kind of fun things, but HO is always like, oh, no, those guys are too serious for that. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not. I want that. So yeah, it's fun to see some of that stuff.
This is neat.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't realize they had that. Yeah, look at that. Light up Transylvania Station.
Yeah. Very cool. They got some great stuff, MTH and Lionel, and these are neat too. So JTT is a scenery company. So if you're not familiar with JTT, JTT sells a ton of scenery and accessories for model train layouts. And they have a lot of great stuff, Halloween and fall items. I don't know if I have any of the O scale stuff, but I could share some of, because JTT makes stuff in all different sizes. And maybe I'll show you. Here we go. So they actually make these scarecrows, and look how neat these are.
They look really good, and they're ready made, right? There's nothing, they're painted, they're built, they're just ready to place on your layout. I mean, wow.
So
isn't that cool?
If you got something like a fall or autumn Thanksgiving layout, these are perfect. They come and they're so realistic. They really do a great job.
It's nice stuff. I know their pumpkins are excellent. I've had people before say those are like some of the best pumpkins for decorating. And you know, some I know a guy that has a layout in St. Louis that he changes it up, has like winter scenes, has summer, that so there are things he moves around and changes, even like figures on his layout, which is like mind-boggling. But so yeah, you can basically have the time to bring out all the fall stuff.
Very cool. And these are the corn stalks. And let me show. But they're so realistic.
And it's nice. They're ready to go. No painting, no nothing to do to them. Basically, yeah, ready to place in your layout.
Here's the. But again, JTT makes all different sizes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one to look around on the Train World website at the different stuff. I mean, we're talking Halloween today, but you will be surprised and impressed with JTT's line. And Ken's got, I mean, you got a lot of this stuff, whether it's, you know, Knock, Woodland Scenics, Walthers. There's so many things like this that I think we tend to overlook because we're so focused on locomotives and the freight cars. Right. And then it's like, yeah, but they're running around on an empty 4x8 sheet of plywood. And it's like, look at what you can really do to dress this stuff up. And some of it is just amazing, like those scarecrows.
I was going to say that. Usually we focus on engines or rolling stock, but there's so many good accessories to decorate your layout for Halloween or fall and, you know, change it into a season. And so JTT makes some really neat stuff. These are the pumpkins that Tony was talking about. And it looks like Woodland Scenics makes some tombstones. So you're kind of doing a graveyard theme, something like that. So it's really neat to throw in, and sunflowers during the fall season. So some neat stuff. All right, on to HO. And this, I don't even know where to begin in HO because there's so many great accessories to set up on your HO, you know, train table. I don't know. I'm going to reach into a bag of goodies and we'll see where we go. And then I guess we could share the screen after. How does that sound, Tony?
That sounds great. You know, we did a show a year, maybe 2 years ago, where we had a bunch of these European manufacturers on. And again, this is stuff to really look into and look at because there's so many fun things you can do with your layout. You know, whether it's a little joke thing here or there, or again, if you want to have a theme or something, it's very cool. Like look at the right up front there, the guy stacking firewood. How realistic is that to have, like, if you got a cabin or whatever and the train's going by it, is to have these kind of things that suddenly people are like, oh, look at that. You know, that's really neat.
That's right. And fall time, it's Oktoberfest. You know, it's Oktoberfest season as well. And before we start HO, I want to get some raffles in. And Tony was kind enough to he wants to I guess donate and raffle this off. And it's a railroad learning and activity book. So if someone's got a family out there, or great for the kids. Just kind of like coloring, and
it's got coloring things. Yeah, that's a new version of that. We've got 2 or 3 books that White River Productions has just come out with, and they're really affordably priced. They're fun stocking stuffers. They're fun giveaway things. You know, if you've got birthday parties and things to go to, and you're looking for a gift that's train themed. But yeah, let's give one of those away here tonight as a trick or treat thing.
And can they buy this if, let's say they didn't win the raffle tonight? But, they have some kids or they have some grandkids that they want to get some railroad learning or activities, a fun night. You know, you bring them. You show them your layout and you have them do some coloring as well. So how could they get this book?
You can go to shop.whiteriverproductions.com and you'll find, I think there's 3 of these out there. There's 50 states. And let me bring that up. There's the 50 states one. I'm trying to think of what the other one is, but they are really a neat. Here it comes here. Books. You go to books and then children's. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't give you the link.
Share your screen.
Yeah.
I could type it in if you need me.
There we go.
Okay.
And yeah, here's the one we have there is the
Oh,
Railroad
that's great.
Learning and Activity book. There's railroads in the 50 states, and then the
Mhm.
alphabet train coloring book for like younger kids. But that's
Ah,
shop.whiteriverproductions.com.
very cool.
And
Beautiful.
they're it's a fun thing, and I think a lot of us train guys are always kind of looking for something, to give out like that. And I think it's a good that's a fun way to do that.
So put in the chat hashtag uh um
Kids, kids, KIDS.
hashtag kids and the state you're from, and we'll pick out a winner and we'll ship this out for free. You'll also get a Train World hat and some goodies, so we'll ship this off. So put in the chat hashtag kids and the state you're from, and we'll try to pick out a winner for this great activity book for the kids. And that's a great way to. Everybody always asks, how do you get the kids involved into the hobby? So this is a great raffle.
Absolutely.
Surefire way. So let's start it off, and I'll kind of show some products first. So again, with JTT, these are kind of like HO or N scale size, and these are some corn.
Kind of the dried corn stalks ready to be harvested. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing right and left. Is it's all dry, and they go through plowing them up. That I've always got a tractor in front of me any place I go right now.
They're just really nice.
Yeah,
you really do a good job, JTT. This is neat. This is Vollmer, and they make kind of like it's a cemetery kit.
Wow.
So if you're looking for something like scary or like a cemetery theme, this is HO scale and Vollmer, which is a European company. They do kits, model kits, and you see like the gravestones and like you can kind of box it out. So they really do a neat job.
But again, it adds that authentic, because lots of folks who got a church on their model layout, but do you have all the other kind of stuff that goes with it? So this is kind of a neat, again, a lot of those kind of scenes just to add or enhance. When I talk about that detail stuff, there's so much there that, again, I think we tend to overlook, or you don't think about till you see it on somebody else's railroad and think, oh, why didn't I think of that? That's a cool idea. I'd like to have that.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So really neat. Reach into our bag of goodies. This is another HO item, but this is Noch does like kind of theme sets now, which is pretty unique. And I think Faller does some as well. And it's kind of like big in the European thing. So this kind of is like a hiking trip to the witch's house. And it comes with all different things. And this is the witch's house. And isn't that like Hansel and Gretel kind of thing?
I was going to say, yeah, that's kind of
Little Red Riding Hood.
I think, yeah, it's Hansel and Gretel. They get out in the woods and lost, and kind of goes bad for him. Yeah. But see, look at the neat stuff here, though. You got the board, you got the signposts, it comes with the figures too, doesn't it, Ken?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think you do get the figures in it.
Yeah, you get the figures right here. So it's kind of like everything ready to go to kind of make a scene. And I think these are really neat.
That is really nice. And again, you could put that in a lot of different spots. The railroad going by, and it can be a roadside park, and there's your sign and the picnic table and a lot of those elements all together in one box. That is a very nice release.
Really neat. They also include some brown scenery as well to look like the leaves. So you get that autumn decor. So great job by Noch.
And these are fun things that you guys carry. These a lot of places. I know this stuff exists. I never really get to see it or to buy it, but it's great if you're getting a regular order of stuff at Train World, or there's something on sale and you want to pick this or that up. Be sure to take a minute and go back and look through detail stuff, because there may be something like this to add on to your order.
That's right. We'll do some, I guess, a round of hay bales and straw bales. We got a lot of different companies making bales of hay. So you got Walther's Seam Master that makes some HO hail bays over here.
Yep.
And 457, this is the same one as well. And then you have Noch. These are straw bales. These are the detailing.
The detail
on
is
these
just amazing. Yeah,
unbelievable. It truly looks like a real straw
isn't that
bale.
amazing? Yeah. Well, and you carry a lot of vehicle and equipment, accessories too in HO. And again, this is if you had a farm scene or whatever with like a tractor and a truck and all that kind of thing, you want to have some of this to kind of enhance that detail and make it look, more realistic. So that's
Right.
awesome.
And JTT, they actually sell a mixture. This has both the bales and the, I guess,
Like
the
bundles.
Yeah. so you get a little bit of both. And then Noch as well. So the one, did we do this one? No, this is different. Yeah, so Noch makes two different kinds.
Oh.
So bales or a bundle or a roll.
And you see, are those molded plastic, Ken? I forget what those are made of.
No, these are actually, it looks like real straw. It's not like molded or plastic.
Some real realistic look to it. Yeah, very neat.
All of them look so realistic. None of them are like plastic or anything. It just looks like real. I don't know. They must get the farmers' leftovers and
I guess, miniaturized.
So really neat if you're looking for that full theme on your layout here. Oh, lots of goodies. All right, let's go through some figures. So this is Fowler, and this is a vampire set. Vampire or Count Dracula? Yeah. Well, I guess both. It could be Count Dracula or vampire. And look at the bats.
That's really neat. Again, everybody likes that little kind of, they'll put something like that in a crowd or like in an alley or something. And then somebody goes, "Oh, what's that?" It's like, look at that. That's Dracula's, coming to get somebody or something. I see the, little joke things on the layout is always fun.
That's right. And this is new for this year, Tony. And this has been very popular. These are lighted up pumpkins for HO.
In HO?
In HO. So you could actually, illuminate these, and they're little pumpkins. And you could say it has the word illuminated.
Yeah.
And they kind of just light up, little accessories. And one actually has like a hatchet in it.
But I think that's, between sound and like, the smoke effects and then lighting, again, with all of the technology stuff we have now, this kind of stuff is really popular, is to have something, the trains are running, but look like inside there, that person's backyard, that it, all this stuff's lit up or things are going on. So it's very cool.
That's right. So that's pretty neat on the pumpkin side of things. And then Prizer is another great company, and their figures, they're hand painted.
Oh, it's amazing,
and they're just gorgeous. This is a vampire, kind of like a Count Dracula, really highly detailed. And then you got the vampire coffin box over there.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing stuff. Those are almost, that'd be collectible and never take, me, collect them, never take them out of the box, just have figures and sets, because it's just it's cool, these little things, Yeah.
So really neat. And the vampires have been going like crazy out there. And also Noch has some vampires and kind of looks like some fall stuff as well. Kind of figure set. You got the coffin.
Wow, the paint and the work detailing those is just amazing. That's so awesome that you get them like that.
Really neat.
Do you get any zombies in there? I know somebody makes, I can't remember who, but there's zombie figures, because I know that's always a fun thing too to have.
Yeah, we don't have it in this box, but we can show on the internet.
Yeah, I know you have it online. Yeah, that they are neat.
These are Vollmer. They kind of make tombstones. So if you're looking for a graveyard scene, And Woodland Scenics as well. They have some tombstones. So really neat. Just a lot of things you could accessorize your layout with.
I mean, again, it's that added realism. You know, if you have a hillside that the train runs past, you know, you can make it into like that cemetery scene, and it would really, it's a realistic thing to do.
Yeah. And, so lots of stuff in HO. Even more stuff on our website. We couldn't show it all, but a lot of pumpkins, beer gardens for Oktoberfest. And this is Weissman. They actually have animated figures that kind of like Oktoberfest. They're waving
the mugs. Yeah.
So if you want to add some animation, street performers, Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood. So if you're looking for that, you know, the little cottage on the side, you could put the Little Red Riding Hood there.
I like that set. Yeah, caught my eye with the balloon, the Faller one. Wow.
This is new for this year. Faller just came out with it. It's their Halloween theme set, and you get the balloon. They did the Halloween theme, so really cool. Really
That's awesome.
Stuff. And you got the Halloween building. So zombie, House of Horror. So Fowler really did a great job.
That's a neat piece.
So it seems, Tony, these European companies are doing these themed promotional sets, and it's really at a great price. You get a bundle of items at an affordable price, and it's kind of all in one.
And then there's it looks like the Atlas one's in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a number of HO collectible Halloween cars this year. There's the Atlas one, the Train Man 40-foot plug door.
This did a great job. Lionel has 2 cars. They're actually doing a sound box car in HO.
Oh yeah, yep.
Which I don't think anyone's ever done a Halloween sound box car in HO.
Not that I'm aware of. No, that is a first. Yeah, I think we did a show when this catalog was coming out.
Yeah.
And it was oh wow, that is neat. I think there may be another one for the Christmas holidays, maybe too. But yeah, this Halloween one is certainly unique. And isn't there a full train set from Lionel? Yeah.
It just came in like 2 weeks ago. This is the I can't even say it right. It's a Halloween set.
Halloween set with their beautiful 284 Burke. Yeah.
Gondola car and some blacked out trees. So really cool. It's really neat. And quite honestly, this is the only HO Halloween starter set right now that we have to offer. So it's really great. So if you're looking for a HO scale size starter set, this is a great Halloween starter set to get into.
Fun packaging too. Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
And Lionel also changed their HO track, Tony. I'm not sure if you're aware. So their new HO track, it's not the Magna Lock anymore. It's actually fast track like tubular O scale, but slimmed down to HO size. It just joins, and a lot better secure connection. So tons of good stuff. And Weissman, they got a lighted campfire. So if you're looking for a Halloween theme, and Bush too, we just out of stock on this now, but they make a glowing face as well. So that sold pretty well. So make sure you grab these items while you can, because a lot of them are selling out for the holiday season. This is that Knock illuminated pumpkins. So Knock did a really great job. The hiking trip, we went over that. Knock with some fall scenery and trees and items. JTT, a dried tree. Walters, they have some harvest kits as well. And these are those zombie figures.
There's the zombies. Yeah.
Really cool.
That's
of course, out of stock. So you make sure you grab these Halloween items while you can, because they go out quick, especially holiday comes around. Everybody's buying them up, going like crazy. And Woodland Scenics, they actually make that a graveyard scene. So you're looking for zombies as well. Here's some graveyards zombie service. Really neat. So tons of HO items.
Well, and you mentioned, Oktoberfest, and I said at the beginning of the show, I just got that. I don't know if you saw them in stock, but that 1 6-pack of the beer cars from Lionel. And then I think I got Athearn just did that little tank car. I picked up the Hams one from you. Yeah. So my 6-pack of box cars and the little tank car chaser, I guess, is my Oktoberfest.
Very neat. And my life's track, send us an email. You'll get the raffle for the kids coloring book. So send us an email at orders@trainworld.com, and we'll ship that out to you. So lots of great stuff in HO scale. And moving on to N scale. Let's see what we got in N scale. So micro trains, and again, out of stock. So we're selling tons of Halloween items. So make sure you head to trainworld.com. If you see something, grab it while you can. But this was the Micro Mouse Halloween boxcar.
And I think it's what, illuminate, or no, the pumpkin light there. See the other picture that you got down there at the bottom. Yeah,
oh, wow,
that's what it. Yeah, it's illuminated too, which is a fun effect.
That's why they went out so quickly. Very neat. But Microtrains always does a great job. We took pre-orders on this, so you guys had time on it. But if you snooze, you lose. So make sure you grab them while you can. And Microtrains is always a limited number.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, Microtrains N and Z, the items that they produce like that. Again, yeah, Ken would have those up for pre-order, and there are Christmas items too. The little mouse is always on the Christmas cars too. Mm-hmm. And yeah, some of those things can be red hot to find later because they sell out.
And even with Atlas, I only have 4 left. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure Atlas has been sold out for a while now. And we're down to the bottom. We sold tons of these. So make sure if you're looking for an N-scale Halloween car, you grab it while you can, because this 4 won't last long. Will probably be sold out very quickly. So Atlas, again, with a nice N-scale car. And then Knock, they got some UFOs. And you could throw UFO alien stuff with Halloween, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this kind of stuff I think is always very popular. Again, this is those things that somebody will like hide in like a scene where the train goes by, and it's like, what is that over there in the woods? It's like, oh, a UFO crashed. It's like, oh.
And I think they did this in a HO as well. So you got HO and N scale.
I think they call this one both. Yeah.
But really cool. And who knows the size of a UFO, what the UFO
exactly.
Be.
Yeah.
But this is really neat.
Wow.
And actually, I don't know if we saw this on the HO side. I got to make sure that number pops up on the HO side.
I think it was. And yeah, that's a great base for that. I think it comes with the little alien figure.
Yeah.
And then that crash saucer is, as you saw there, I think it's a molded set that you can basically just put some scenery around it. And then like, look at the scene they show is awesome, all built up with lights and like police tape. And
I think James Wright is kind of going to need a scene on his layout for this.
For that.
Very neat.
Yeah, there's so many fun things like that. And I see that a lot at train shows and like different meets and things where they set up, like temporary layouts. There'll always be fun eye-catching things of like, oh, look at that. Yeah.
We actually had to reorder that a couple of times. So really neat on that. And again, JTT with the scenery, and you have some kind of like the fall foliage, fall mixed. So they make a lot of nice stuff. And Woodland again. So Woodland, kind of like Atlas, they have something for each scale, O scale, N scale, HO. So these are the N scale graveyard service. And these are the tombstones. So a little bit something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, even an N scale. I mean, wow. the detail, and again, these are ready to go. What you see there is how they come in the package. It's just neat stuff.
That's awesome. So yeah, tons of Halloween stuff. If you head to trainworld.com, we have tons of Halloween items, and if you click on Halloween there or here, you could just head to our Halloween section, and you'll see everything that you need. You could sort by scale, but tons of different items that you could get. And Halloween's becoming bigger and bigger, Tony.
It absolutely is. I mean, it's one of those. There's always been Christmas type holiday things, and basically like commemorative year cars, but Halloween, that's was an odd thing for model railroading until, again, as Halloween has just gotten so big. It's something that people really go all out for anymore.
And do you think the Beetlejuice is going to be part of the collector series?
Look at that! Wow,
how cool is that? Did you see the movie?
I did not see the sequel yet. No, yeah.
I heard it's out, but I didn't get a chance as well.
And I heard good things that it was funny, but and that's Lionel's got some great. That's their Warner Brothers licensing, so they've got some really neat things for those kind of deals.
And here's some Area 51. So tons of great stuff, Tony.
It's a lot of neat things. There's always, and you've got some exclusives in there. We mentioned that MTH F3 in G scale is a Train World exclusive. Yeah. They're everything from a starter HO Lionel set to Piko G scale. If you don't have a train thing, just the hopper cars, whatever, to hand out candy that, make trains part of Halloween. That is a really neat detail,
The graveyard kit. I showed that off. Really neat. And Tony, are you doing any like Halloween theme layouts in the magazines, anything like that? Like full edition?
No, I don't have anything Halloween, and I've got Christmas stuff covered in December's Model Railroad News. It's coming out soon, but again, a lot of this, it cuts so close on, as you're still waiting on some of the things to show up. So, but it's getting bigger. I mean, every year I think there's more and more of this stuff's landing.
Well, and anyone out there, send us some pictures or videos of your layout, Halloween themed layout. We'd love to see it, and I'm sure Tony would love to see it, maybe for a write-up or something like that. That would be really cool to see, just how people, put all these different items on their layout. It's just really neat to see. Very cool. All right, Tony, and that's it for Halloween.
Absolutely. Now we got a big Christmas show coming up, and don't we have? I'm trying to think to promote. We also are going to have our friends from Piko.
Yes,
I think we have a show with them coming up soon too. So
November. I'm losing track of all these shows.
Oh, I know. Going on. But follow Train World on Facebook, on YouTube, and look for those.
Is going to be November 12th. Tony is going to be on, as well as I believe the CEO of Piko as well, and John as well. So John Metter and Dr. Renee Wolfer should be on, but don't not finalize. Flights have to be arranged and everything. But, and then Christmas, I don't see a date, but we got in the works.
We've got to have a Christmas show. Yeah. So much neat stuff. Yeah.
All good stuff. And thank you so much, Tony, for joining us on tonight. And where can they get these activity books again?
Both the activity books that we showed, regular railroading books too, the magazines that I produce for White River, shop.whiteriverproductions.com. Lots of fun stuff. And like I say, these things, they're priced right and is just a good stocking stuffer. And we got stuff from like little kids, the alphabet train book, up to like, you can see that as Ken's showing you the page there is for like older kids too. And all those books are priced from like $9.95. So
that's great.
Easy deal. Yeah.
Really neat. Well, Tony, thank you so much. And everybody out there, if you're looking for something Halloween related, head to trainworld.com. I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. It was great to show some of these unique products that, quite honestly, don't get the attention that they deserve. But tonight, hopefully, Tony and I did a great job. But we appreciate you joining us on for tonight, and stay tuned for more. So,
absolutely. And don't forget, you got a sale going that you just started today.
That's right. That's right. They got to sign up for the email list to find out about it, Tony. You're already signed up 10 times.
I already saw it, but I shared the link out on Facebook, so you can go look and find out more. But yeah, there's a special sale that just started here today.
Very neat. Tony's got 10 emails just in case he misses one email. He makes sure he gets it on all emails.
And then if I don't see something in the email, I email Ken and go, Ken, what about this item? Did you order these yet? And you got to get this out. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining. Have a great night, and happy Halloween, everyone. Take care.